Hello everyone. Today I'm here to talk about post-grad woes. Like, I graduated in February with a Bachelor of Science in Recording Arts, and first of all, going into the program, I was already nervous because like I had never done it before, and like a lot of the other students have been doing it for like a long time, and they were just coming here basically to get the paper and just to learn like more advanced equipment. I've always been like on the performing side of things, so I never really had to worry about recording in programs and systems and all of that, so I was intimidated in the first place. So by the time I left, I felt like kind of behind the curve, and these were like some of my fears. Like, number one, I was like, I'm gonna end up being a bum because it's like in the music industry, and you know, they say like, you know, you don't either want to be a struggling artist or, you know, just living from gig to gig, whether I got like a live sound thing or like just recording like random sessions and stuff. Then I was afraid that, like I said before, I didn't have enough experience because I started kind of late in the game learning this stuff. Like, I never recorded anything before I came. Like, I came here because I wanted to know what I was entitled to as an artist in the process and how to start if I wanted to. And then I was afraid, like, in the industry, like, me being a female, I was afraid like I didn't have the look. Not that it's about looks, but I thought that I might not have the look that they want for the studio, because I'm not like studio attire is like kind of chill depending upon where you're at, and then it's just like you just have to find what studio you vibe with and then things like that. So, but I just had to like push that aside. And so when I graduated, when I came home, to avoid all of this and like not give myself excuses, I moved into a side bedroom in my house, which is smaller than the room that I normally stay in, which is this room right here. But I just wanted to make myself like confined and kind of like uncomfortable so I would get things done. And every day, starting the day, like maybe 2 days after I got back, I gave myself like a 2-day break once we traveled back, and then I sent out a resume and to a paying job, and then one looking for an internship every day. And then like I had like a working resume, but as I learned more things, I started to tailor it specifically to each individual business. And also my aunt works in human resources, so I got her to look up my look at my resume, and she gave me some more working language that's current today for resumes. I also looked up like audio engineering resumes, so whatever field you're in, look up sample resumes for that field, and they were basically the same as the resumes that I made with my school. I hooked up with career development, and they showed me an example, and they were basically the same. So the ones that I sent off to the studio, I made them like how career development suggested, and then the resumes that I sent off to businesses to work at, I used the one that my aunt showed me how to format it. It was basically like I just combined everything to make it a well-rounded resume. And and then also as the weeks went on, I just worked on things that like you have a career advisor when you're trying to get accepted. Well, not a career advisor, a student or academic advisor when you're trying to get accepted into school. This was for grad school, so whatever she told me to do, I worked on that. I tweaked it. I was required to give her a resume, so that resume I used the one that my aunt recommended, that format and language, and I had to send in like a project that I've done before, but I've worked on sound for movies, and I didn't want to send in that video reel. I did it for like as a class project. We did it for the movie Pod, and I just, the type of school that it is, I didn't think it was appropriate. So I did like I sent in 2 videos. I think I sent in one video of something that I was inspired by Grey's Anatomy, and so I just went through a couple of episodes and I put together like clips. It was called Seconds, and like how you have to value the time. I'll probably put a link in the description box so you can see it, but I sent that in and whatever else they told me to do, and just got that done. I didn't like rush myself. Just as it came in, I just checked in, and I started to get calls back. Some called back and told me like, we don't need you. Others did, and I applied everywhere, and I was kind of afraid to apply to the job that I am currently working now, because like I said, I'm straight out of high school and I didn't think they would hire me. It was for an audio operator for a show. The show is called Elmo Rocks, and it was a phone interview too, and I don't particularly like phone interviews because you can't see what their face is like and they can't see you. But it was really weird, and they asked me like questions like, not the normal questions that you expect, like why do you want to work here, like that type of things. They asked me like specific technical things, like give you like textbook definitions, like what is 48 volt, what is feedback, and how do you stop it, stuff like that. But apparently I answered correctly because I have the job, and so just different things like that. But the bottom line was like, I was afraid about all of this stuff, like it was really worrying me. But you just have to put yourself out there, and if you don't get a job, then it's a learning experience on how to do better in an interview. Or if they ask you questions that you don't know, then you just look up the information so you'll be prepared for the next job interview. So even if I hadn't got the job, like the whole experience was a learning experience that made me better, and I know what to expect. Like, don't just beef up on your personality, the personality for the gig. Beef up on terms and know your industry, things like that. And then as far as the internship goes, I applied to, I can't even give you the names because they were like random things, but I found like a website of a list of like it was like for theater, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was like on like a public service page, and it was just like different sound designers. They had sound designers, they had cinematographers and everything, and the areas in which I thought were interesting, that projects that I thought that I would be good for, I wrote them. Now a lot of them didn't reply, but I still put myself out there. I still sent my resume. I still called and asked for information about, it was just like a lot of surfing and digging, because I like randomly would click on things. I just typed stuff in my search bar until I found this list of public service. It was like, I think maybe like PBS, like I just looked on PBS and like their WHRO website and found a list of these things and looked to see who worked on the different projects and things like that. And then I just found, I picked, like, my career advisors told me to pick like 5 studios that I was interested in, the area that I wanted to work in when I got back home. I knew I wanted to come back here, so I just applied to all of those, and one called me back immediately, which is the one that I got. And I just went in for the interview, and he was really nice. They're really pleasant people. I like the vibe, and we just hit it off. He ended up being a Full Sail graduate, and unfortunately now I'm working full-time, so I can't go there, but it was a good experience. They let me work on maybe like 1 or 2 projects while I was there, and I also got to do like money transactions also. So I'm grateful for this experience and learning, and basically what I'm trying to say is just sit down, write out a plan of what you want to accomplish, and just take a deep breath and know that everything is going to work out in the proper time. What's for you is for you. And if you don't get an immediate call back, know that you're just building your experience for the next job. Just accumulate the information and the job interview experience, and just curate the best resume, curate the best you for interviews, and it's gonna work out. Like, just don't stress. Like, I was really like racking my brain and worried, but it'll happen in time. It really will. So just chill, take a deep breath, sit down, write out your goals, and just knock them out one by one, day by day. Anyway, y'all have a great day. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you have questions, write them below. I will answer them as best as I can. Alright, have a great day. Bye.